Good evening and welcome once again to Letchworth Cable Access. I'm Kyle Adamczak, and tonight we're pleased to have as our guest none other than Santa Claus, who's taken time off from his schedule. Thank you for coming in, Santa.
Well, you're welcome.
How do you fit in time at this time of year to come to our studio?
Oh, we make time for whatever we can to see as many people as we can.
Well, we're awful flattered. Did you have trouble getting down here? Did you run into any weather?
No, a little bit of snow, but that's not too much yet.
Yeah, we're cold here. Are we as cold as the North Pole?
Yeah, pretty much. We're getting pretty cold this year so far here.
Well, let's get right to the letters. We have letters from the second grade students of Diane Brown, Lindsay Gales, Jimmy Fahey, and Ruth Manchester. We can't read the entire letter, but we'll get the most important points out, and Santa Claus will take the letters with him to the North Pole. So here's our first letter. It's from Seth, and Seth would like you to bring a tablet, a Power Rangers set with a sword.
So Seth, you want a tablet and Power Ranger? Santa will see what he can do. We'll see how everything goes. Hopefully you've been doing good and behaving for Mom and Dad and doing well in school.
He asks a question, Seth does. Do you like eating cookies and milk?
Oh, of course I do, Seth. Helps me, ho, 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 gets my energy up.
You must need a lot of energy on Christmas Eve.
Oh, yes, very busy day or night.
Here's a letter from Eli. Please, can you get me Ninja Kids toys and a gold chain necklace?
Okay, Eli, ninja toys and a gold chain necklace. We'll get that on the list, get it up there. We'll see what we can do.
Eli asks a question. He wants to know, are you tired?
I'm not tired yet, but come Christmas Eve morning, Christmas morning, I'm going to be very tired because I'm going to be very, very busy on Christmas Eve.
Going all over the world.
Oh, yes.
Here's a letter from Janet. Janet says she likes to play with her sister, and she wants a pup and a rainbow thing.
So, Janet, a pup? I'm assuming you mean I don't know for sure.
Yeah, a real dog?
Are you talking about a real dog? I don't know for sure. And a rainbow thing. And it's nice that you do play with your sister, so hopefully you want to share with her.
Do you have to check with the parents when it comes to pets?
When it comes to pets, you always want to check with your parents. If there's some reason that you can't, then Santa can't deliver those.
There's a lot of responsibility.
Correct. And sometimes people have allergies and stuff, so health reasons, you got to make sure.
Here's a letter from Maverick. Maverick would like an Xbox, a TV, and a tool set.
Oh, Maverick, an Xbox, TV, and a tool set. Hopefully you want to use that tool set to help build something or maybe help Mom and Dad around the house with. Hopefully you've been doing very well and being well behaved.
Well, Maverick says his house number is 3639 in case you have him mixed up with someone else.
Okay, that's good to know, Maverick, 3639.
Here's a letter from Mason, and Mason likes school, and Mason wants a Nintendo Switch, an Xbox, and a PlayStation.
Well, I don't know, Nathan. You got a lot of good stuff there on the list. A Nintendo Switch, Xbox, and a PlayStation. Got to save some time to do some schoolwork and help out Mom and Dad around the house. You can't just play all the time. We'll see what we can do.
Mason asks, how do you deliver all of the presents in one day?
That's very hard. Keep on stopping and filling up the sleigh and just keep on delivering. Get the elves working their little tails off and helping out, keeping me busy and full.
Do you travel against the international date lines so to stretch the day out?
Yes, they do.
Well, that makes sense.
Gives me more time.
Yeah. Here's a letter from Henry. Henry asks if you would please get him a phone and an Xbox game and a Bills jersey.
Okay, Henry, a Bills jersey, an Xbox game, and a phone. Let's see. Wonder what kind of jersey. I don't know if you're a Josh Allen fan or who you are, but we'll have to see.
Well, you can have a way of checking up, don't you?
Oh yeah, we can start doing some more homework and take some look in here to see what we can find out for you. And hopefully you're well behaved at school, home, helping out. Remember, Santa keeps watching.
Yeah, you've got to be good. Henry also asks a question. He wants to know how the reindeer are.
Well, thank you, Henry. The reindeer are doing very good. They're pretty well rested right now. They got to be very well rested come Christmas Eve because that's a lot of traveling to go around the world. So,
Well, I have another letter from Jay Lynn. Jay Lynn writes, asking for a Nike shirt and a Nintendo Switch and an iPhone. And adds, by the way, Mrs. Claus is really pretty.
well, thank you. I'll have to tell Mrs. Claus you said she's very pretty. Oh, let's see. iPhone, a Nintendo Switch, and
A Nike shirt.
Nike shirt. We'll see what we can do for you.
I have a letter from Sebastian. And Sebastian asks for a booster box of Pokemon and a Pokemon backpack and a Pokemon water bottle. And he says, and hopes you're having a good day.
And who is that again?
Sebastian.
Sebastian. So a Pokemon backpack, Pokemon water bottle, I'll be okay,
Yeah.
and a booster pack. Well, I'm glad to hear that you like Pokemon. We'll see what we can do for you. Keep on behaving and doing well in school. And thank you for telling me to have a nice day.
How do you
You too.
keep track of the boys and girls, who's good and who's bad?
Oh, we have the list, and the elves help keep it up all the time for me because there's so many kids in the world.
Do you check the list twice?
Oh, yes. Check the list twice to see who's naughty or nice.
Yeah. I have a letter from Grace, and Grace wants to know if you can bring her a dog, a cat, and a bunny.
Well, Grace, like I said a little earlier, when we're talking dogs and cats and bunnies, I gotta, do a little homework and research with Mom and Dad. Make sure that there's not an issue there. You have a lot of responsibility to try to help take care of them, and we'll have to see.
Maybe she wants a stuffed dog and a stuffed cat and a stuffed bunny.
Well, if that's the case, if it's a stuffed dog, cat, and bunny, that's a little easier to do. If you're talking something real, like I said, we have to check with Mom and Dad.
Yeah, you have a way of checking up.
Oh, yes.
I have a letter from Ellie, and Ellie says for Christmas I would like a hoverboard and an Apple Watch and a rainbow Pikachu backpack.
And who's that again, Ashley?
Ellie.
Ellie, I'm sorry, Ellie. A Pikachu backpack, a hoverboard,
And an Apple
and
Watch.
an Apple Watch. Well, we'll see what we can, do for you there. If you get a hoverboard, you have to be very careful. You could get hurt on them, so you have to play safe and listen to the rules when you're doing that.
Do you go on hoverboards?
No, I haven't done a hoverboard yet. Might someday, but
Well, Ellie asked the question, wants to know how Mrs. Claus is.
well, Ellie, Mrs. Claus is doing quite well. She helps get me in shape, feed me, get me fat and jolly, make sure I have the energy to go around, and always helps me with my list too. She likes to know who's naughty or nice too.
Is this a busy time of the year for her also?
Oh yes, closer we get to Christmas, the busier it gets.
Yeah. I have a letter from Tajze, and Tajze asks for a Nerf gun and a Call of Duty card for Xbox.
Okay, Tajay, a Nerf gun and a Call of Duty card for an Xbox. Well, we'll see what we can do for you. You hopefully been doing well in school, helping out mom and dad at home. So we'll see what we can do for you.
You have to be careful with a Nerf gun that you don't shoot
Yeah.
it.
Other than they're soft bullet, but you still have to be careful because you could hit somebody in the eye or something. So just be
Yeah.
careful.
I have a letter from Gianna, and can you please get her some LOLs and a unicorn and new sneakers?
Well, let's see. New sneakers, LOL, and a unicorn. I hope you're talking a stuffed unicorn because real unicorns are hard to find.
I imagine so.
Yeah, so we'll see what we can do for you. Keep up the good work.
Gianna asks if you exchange presents at the North Pole with the elves.
Yeah, Gianna, we do exchange presents. The elves will. I gotta help do something for the elves because they help me all year long. So they give me some things too.
Do you get individual gifts for each one, or do you get the same present for everybody?
It varies. Some of them get the same presents and some of them get different ones. But Santa's always fair and tries to do the.
Oh, I imagine it's the perfect present.
Yeah, we try to do the best that we can because different people want different things, so we try.
Well, that's nice. Here's a letter from Evan. Evan wants to know if Rudolph is ready to fly on Christmas night.
Well, Evan, Rudolph is getting quite ready. He's keeping well rested. Gets his little exercise to still keep in shape. And I'm sure he's going to be ready to go.
Evan also asks for several items. He would like a phone, a Nintendo Switch, and a turbo rocket.
A Nintendo Switch, a phone, and a turbo rocket, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what we can do for you. Always got to make sure I got enough room in the sleigh for presents too. So, we have to keep doing what we can.
I have a letter from Ryla. I hope I'm saying her name right. Iryla, Iryla. And she says, I love my cats. Can you get me a toy reindeer?
Well, Ryla, let's see what we can do for you. Obviously, I couldn't give you one of my real ones, but I'd be willing to look into getting you a toy one.
It's nice she loves her cats.
Yes, and it's very nice that you love your cats. Just take good care of them. There's too many of them that run free and loose, so I'm glad you love them and take care of them.
Here's a letter from Harrison. Harrison asks, can you get me a Nerf rival nemesis and a black Nerf vest with a helmet? That's from Harrison.
Harrison, a Nerf rival set and a black
Nerf vest.
A black Nerf
with
vest
a helmet.
With the helmet, huh? Well, we'll see what we can do for you. Just, if you do get something like that, you do have to be careful.
Harrison asks if you get tired delivering presents.
On Christmas morning, I'm very tired. I go home and sleep. I'm exhausted.
But do you get bored?
I don't get bored with doing it. It's fun to give presents to everybody.
It's just
something nice to do, and it's nice to see little kids get happy, and getting stuff.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Here's a letter from Cameroon. Cameroon was wondering if he has a long list: a Wubble Bubble ball, fidget toys, slime kits, dinosaurs, Jurassic World Chomp and Romp mask, a Velociraptor blue, Pokemon cards, Marble Run, Disney Pixar Wall-E remote control robot, Bumblebee Transformers, Rocket Race Car, Nintendo Switch, Crayola Super Art coloring kit with coloring activities, Bubble Balls, Buddy Bumper Balls, Sumo Game, and Soccer Boppers gloves.
And that's who?
That's all in one sentence. Cameroon.
Cameroon. Boy, you have a very, very lengthy list there. It might be hard for Santa to remember all of those things.
But you got a lot to choose
You
from.
got a lot to choose from, so we'll see what we can do about getting you some stuff off your list, okay?
Here's a letter from a Aroina. Aroina asks if she could have phones, a tablet, phone charger, phone case, and a computer. Aroina says, I have really been good this year.
Well, Lorena, it's nice to hear that you've been good this year. A phone charger, a tablet,
A phone case and a computer.
a phone case, and a computer. We'll see what we can do for you. I would hope that if you've been good, that you might be able to get something from your list. We'll see.
The computer would help with schoolwork.
Yes, computer and a tablet could help out with your homework. So we'll see what we can, we'll see what we can look for.
I have another letter. This one is from Lewis. And Lewis would like to know if he could have a Nintendo Switch. Connor and Caitlin Thomas the Train.
Oh, so a Nintendo Switch, Thomas and Caitlin Thomas the Train.
I wonder if Connor and Caitlin are friends.
Yeah, are Connor and Caitlin friends, or are they that have one?
Well, at any rate, Lewis wants a Nintendo Switch.
And a Thomas the Train. I remember that too.
All right.
Okay, Lewis, we'll see what we can do for you.
Here's a letter from Brenna. Brenna wants to know, on Brenna's list is a telephone, toy train, and lots of time playing outside.
And
That's Brenna.
Brenna, well, the lots of time playing outside. You're well behaved and have mom and dad's permission. You go for it all you want. Good exercise. I forgot what else she wants.
Oh,
She
Brenna
surprised
wants
me.
a telephone and a tray.
A
Train.
A
Toy
telephone
train.
and a toy train. Oh, that's also interesting. We'll see what we can do for you. If you're out playing and you have a telephone, mom and dad could call you, so you never know. We'll see how things go.
Does Santa Claus spend a lot of time outdoors?
Of course they do. Keep on traveling the world.
Yeah. Do you do winter sports?
No, don't have much time for winter sports. Have to start making appearances, starting Thanksgiving or so. So
When does things start to get busy?
usually around Thanksgiving, give or take a little bit, maybe a little earlier.
When do you start planning for the next Christmas?
December 26th.
The day after.
The day after.
Start planning.
Yep.
Did the supply chain affect
It-
work at the toy shop?
Yeah, it did a little bit. So it's affected everything worldwide. So we're going to see what we can do with the supplies.
Yeah. Here's a letter from Aaron. Aaron wants a pet bunny, a spin pop and phone case, a golden hatch, a mole, the biggest poppet, and a rainbow bean bag. This is Aaron.
Aaron, rainbow bee bag, biggest poppet,
A golden hatch,
golden
mole,
hatch, mole,
spin pop, and
Spin
phone
pop.
case, and a pet bunny.
a pet bunny. Those you have to remember. I got to check with mom and dad. You have to make sure anything that's like that would always be okay with mom and dad. So we won't make you any promises on those until we get some clearance there.
Here's a letter from Logan. And Logan would like to have a Lego SpongeBob and a Mona. And Logan wants to know, are you the real Santa?
Of course, Logan, I'm the real Santa. Who else do you think would show up here?
That's right, you've been coming here for years.
Oh yeah. So you want the and I forgot
Lego
it.
SpongeBob.
The Lego SpongeBob
And a
set.
Mona.
And a Mona. Well, hopefully you can build something good with that. We'll see what we can do for you.
Do you get lots of requests for Legos?
Yeah, I've been getting quite a few Lego requests. I think with the supply shortage, the kids will want to start building some things, so it does seem a little interesting that some of them are asking for it this year.
What about Lincoln Logs?
You haven't had many requests for those this year, but man, those were the hot sellers many years ago.
And director sets?
Oh yeah, same thing.
Yeah. Here's a letter from Addison. Addison would like to have a PlayStation 5, a mini brand, a phone, a Nintendo Switch, and a keyboard. That's Addison.
Okay, Addison, a keyboard, a Nintendo Switch,
PlayStation 5, a mini brand,
mini brand.
a phone.
Oh, the phone. Well, you've got a good list there, so we'll take a look and see what we can do for you. Make sure you still stay well behaved. Do well in school.
Addison adds a postscript. I like elves.
Thank you, Addison. I'm glad you like elves. I like them too. They're a big help for me.
I have a letter from Logan, and Logan would like to have a PS5, a phone, a laptop, a computer, a mouse, a keyboard, fit play money, math supplies, a rabbit, and a poppet. That's Logan.
Okay, Logan, you got a good list there too. A laptop, PS5, a keyboard, a mouse,
A phone,
a phone,
fake money,
fake money.
math supplies,
There, your math supplies.
a rabbit.
And well, if you're talking a real rabbit, that's something we have to check with, Mom and Dad. If you're talking the stuffed rabbit, that's something different. We'll see what we can do.
Logan would like to know how the elves are doing.
Well, the elves are doing pretty good. I think they get tireder faster in the year than I do because they're working, and I think most of them get take a little bit of break on Christmas Eve, so they start their day off a little bit earlier. Although they still help me because they take turns helping me restock my sleigh.
Do they do a lot of overtime work?
Oh
this
yeah,
time
they
of year?
work a lot just to make sure we get our list all done and get everything together for everybody. We have a deadline. We have to go out Christmas Eve, so when it gets crunch time, they're working as long as they have to.
Do they get lunch and dinner breaks?
Oh yes, they get lunch and dinner breaks.
Do you have a cafeteria there for them in the toy shop?
Sure, they get to pick out their food that they want, and hopefully they eat healthy enough that they can still keep working.
Yeah. Is Mrs. Claus the head chef?
Yeah, she goes down there and she supervises everything and gets other people down there to help.
Well, here's a letter from Luca. Luca would like a toy dirt bike and a Lego house.
Okay, Luca, a toy dirt bike and a Lego house. That sounds like an interesting pair. Hopefully you will build something nice with that Lego house, and maybe you can store your toy dirt bike there.
Yeah. Grayson writes, Grayson would like to have a karaoke machine, a Ryan's egg, and a beanbag chair.
Okay,
That's Grayson.
Grayson, a karaoke machine, a beanbag chair, and
Ryan's egg.
Ryan's egg. Well, we'll see what we can do. You can always rest up in that beanbag chair if you're out working hard at school and helping Mom and Dad too. So
I have a letter from Chelsea. And Chelsea's wondering if she could have a phone.
okay, Chelsea, you'd like a phone. Well, we can see what we can do for you. You have to be responsible with it, and we'll just have to take time and see. No promises here.
I have a letter from another Addison. And this Addison, the second Addison, is asking for an LOL surprise doll, toy unicorn, and a Harry Potter Lego for Christmas.
Okay.
This is Addison.
Addison, Harry Potter Lego set.
LOL
LOL.
surprise
And
doll
surprise doll.
and a toy unicorn.
And a toy unicorn. Well, we'll see what we can do for you. Your list isn't too big, so we'll see.
Addison writes, how did last Christmas go for you?
Last Christmas was slow because of COVID. Lots of people didn't want Santa stopping in as much because they were all afraid of COVID, so this year's been doing better. Santa went and got his vaccines and his booster shot, so this way, hopefully he stays healthy.
Will you be wearing a mask Christmas Eve?
I don't know for sure. I will wear them if people want them, and if people don't want them, then I won't. So it's possible you'll see me with a mask or without a mask.
Here's a letter from Chelsea. Oh, no, we read that. This is from Bella. Bella would like a Power Wheels truck and trailer.
Bella, Power Wheels Truck and Trailer, huh? You get some good exercise doing that, so hopefully we'll see what we can do for you.
I have a letter from Rylea. And Rylea would like to have a karaoke machine and a real walkie-talkie.
Okay, Riley, walkie-talkie and a karaoke machine. Must be you like singing. So we'll see what we can do for you. Hopefully you do well and help out around the house, behave, do good in school, and we'll see what we can do.
Maybe with the walkie-talkie, she could sing on her karaoke machine and broadcast
There
on
you
the
go.
walkie-talkie.
There you go. Would be a good idea. Everybody else could hear it that wasn't there.
Yeah. Here's a letter from Troy. Troy writes, I have been very good this year. I am 7.5 years old. Could you please bring me a Nerf gun and a sleeping mask?
Okay, Troy, a Nerf gun and a sleeping mask. Well, again, if you get the Nerf gun, always remember to be careful. Whether it's a toy or not, you still have to be careful with it. Just don't want anybody to get hurt. And sleeping mask, hopefully that will help you sleep better. We'll see what we can do.
Troy thanks you for all your hard work and says that they'll leave out some cookies and milk for you.
Well, thank you, Troy. I appreciate that. It's nice that and thank you for making your comment of thanking me. And we'll enjoy the cookies.
All of these letters have been very polite and appreciative. I
Yes, they
haven't
have.
read them all, but they all include niceties. From Colby, we have a letter. And Colby asks for an Ultimate Batman toy set and a cool Hot Wheels toy set.
Okay, Colby, Ultimate, forgot the first
Batman
one.
toy set. And
And
a
a-
cool Hot Wheels toy
And a
set.
cool Hot Wheel toy set. So, well, we'll see what we can do for you. See what we got in stock, and you never know.
Colby has a warning. Please be careful of their cat Loki. Loki is crazy.
Well, thank you for that. I don't like crazy cats. Don't want them to come and scratch me all up and then not let me go around and pass out more gifts.
Have you ever had animals bite you?
Oh, yes. Not the best, but boy, I always hope for the best.
Yeah. Here's a letter from Ayushi. And Ayushi writes that she's been both good and bad this year. Could you please bring a pillow and an elf on the shelf?
Okay, Loki.
Ayushi.
Ayushi? Okay, well, first off, I'd like to thank you for being honest that you've been both good and bad, because not everybody will be honest, so I appreciate you being honest. And elf on the shelf and a pillow?
Yes, a pillow.
Okay, we'll see what we can do for you. And thank you again for your honesty.
Matthew writes, Matthew asks for a Fortnite game for his PS4 and a Chromebook.
Okay, Matthew, a PS4 for your Chromebook and a Fortnite game.
Fortnite game.
We'll see what we can do for you. Just keep on doing well in school and keeping well behaved.
Here's a letter from Adelaida. Adelaida asks for a poppet and a poppet bag.
Okay, Adelaida, a poppet and a poppet bag. Sounds like a nice list. Simple, thank you. We'll see what we can do for you.
Adelaida asks you to be careful in the snow.
I always try to be careful, Adelaida. Thank you for being concerned. Sometimes it is a little slippery or whatever and might take a little fall, but been fortunate enough to get up, so thank you for being concerned.
Do you have good boots with rubber soles?
Oh, yes. Sometimes the ice is so thick that, but then sometimes there is no ice because there's no snow, so it all depends.
Do you carry a first aid kit in the sleigh?
Oh, yes, have to carry one.
Here's a letter from another Bella. Bella asks for a doll, a dog toy, and a BTS I'm sorry, a BTS poster,
Okay, Bella, a BTS poster, a dog toy, and
a doll.
a doll. Well, we'll see what we can do for you. Just keep on doing well in school and help out mom and dad.
William writes that he's been very good and bad this year and wants to know if you could please bring him a PS4 and a Nintendo Switch.
And what's his name again?
William.
William. Well, first again, thank you for being honest that you've been bad and good, because you know Santa does have his list, so thank you. A PS4 and a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Well, better keep on behaving, and there is no promises. We'll have to see what we can do for you, okay?
William wants to know if you're getting excited for your trip.
Oh yes, I get excited every year because I know that kids are happy and like to make them happy.
Do you sleep well the night before?
Oh, I try. Sometimes I wake up a little nervous and then might not sleep real good, but
You've been doing it so long, I would have thought you'd have it down pat.
every year's different,
You have to improvise a lot?
Sometimes you do.
Yeah. Here's a letter from Charlie. And Charlie would like nail polish and a book.
Okay, Charlene, nail polish and a book. We'll see what we can do for you. Keep on doing well in school, helping mom and dad out, and might get your surprise.
Oh, Charlie also adds the postscript, thank you for all of your hard work.
No, you're welcome, Charlene. Like I said, hopefully it pays off, and make sure you're sleeping when I come this year.
Here's a letter from Avery. Avery would like a Barbie ambulance and a Barbie camper.
Okay, Avery, a Barbie ambulance and a Barbie camper. Must be you're a Barbie doll fan, so we'll see what we can do for you. Keep on helping out mom and dad around the house, doing well in school, and we'll see where we can go.
Do you have a whole workshop just devoted to Barbie toys?
We have one section that's all like Barbie toys and Legos and Nintendo Switches. It's a whole bunch of different places. So
Different departments.
Yep.
How many buildings are up there at the North Pole?
I honestly can't even count them all.
It's a big
It's
complex.
a big complex, yep.
Yeah. Avery also asks to make sure that she hopes you haven't forgot where she lives.
Oh no, Avery, don't forget. We got that list for her. So Santa, has the elves help, and we'll see what we can do for you.
I just had some help from an elf. Jay Lynn writes, please bring a Five Below gift card and an elf on the shelf.
Okay, Jalen, a Five Below gift card and Elf on the Shelf. Gift card is nice, then you can go pick out exactly what you want and make sure it's something that you like.
That was from Jalen. I have a letter from Gavin. And Gavin says, I have been very kind and nice this year and would like you to bring a Lego Spider-Man fort and a Scooby-Doo Playmobil.
Okay,
Gavin.
Gavin, a Scooby-Doo Playmobil
And a Lego Spider-Man fort.
Lego Spider-Man fort. We'll see what we can do for you, and it's nice to hear that you've been kind and good this year.
That helps.
Oh yes, that does help. Doesn't hurt you at all, always helps you out.
Here's a letter from Aiden. Aiden asks if you could please bring a PS5 and a Nerf minigun.
Okay, Aiden, a PS5 and a Nerf minigun. Again, if you get the gun, be careful. Even though it's a toy, you still got to play safe with it. And PS5, we'll see.
Aiden adds a postscript that they're going to leave out some cookies for you, but be careful of the roses. They are prickly.
Okay, thank you for that. I'm glad you're going to leave out cookies. I'll enjoy it, and I will be very careful by the roses. I don't want to get pricked.
You don't want to step on them,
Nope.
break them.
Don't want to break them either, so thank you.
Yeah. Sage writes, Sage would like you to bring an electric hoverboard scooter and a third hoverboard.
Okay, Sage, an electric hoverboard scooter and a third hoverboard.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what we can do. Should you be fortunate enough to get one, make sure you do it safe and play safe on them and follow the mom and dad's directions.
Sage also asks that you have a good time.
Well, thank you, Sage, and I hope you enjoy Christmas season as well, too.
Here's a letter from Gracie. Gracie has been very good this year. Could you please bring her an iPhone and a fidget?
Okay, Gracie, I'm glad to hear you've been very good this year. The iPhone and the fidget, we'll see what we can do. Keep up the good work and behaving, and you'll never know.
Gracie wants to know, are you happy to come to her house?
Of course, I'm happy to come to everybody's house. Like I said, I like to make sure the kids are happy and enjoy the Christmas holiday.
Here's a letter from Emma. Emma writes if you could please bring her a stuffed animal fox and an elf on the shelf.
Okay, I'm a stuffed animal fox. Thank you for that. It's easier than a real one. Those are hard to catch. They're very sly. And an elf on the shelf. We'll see what we can do for you. Keep up the good work and keep behaving.
Yeah, I think a stuffed fox is better than a live one.
Correct. And they're easier to catch.
Yes. Braden writes, Braden wants a lizard this year and a puppy this year too.
Well, Braden, if you're talking real lizard and real puppy, you gotta check out mom and dad. Can't make you no promises on that without talking to them. If they're stuffed ones, that's something different. We'll see what we can do for you.
Braden says sometimes I'm greedy for candy canes and his favorite song is Hallelujah.
Well, it's nice to hear your favorite song is Hallelujah, and sometimes it's not real bad to be greedy for candy canes because everybody likes candy canes around Christmas time. Just don't overdo it, okay?
How many candy canes does Santa Claus eat in a day?
I don't eat that much. I don't know, maybe one or two a day. I don't try to eat too much because...
Big candy canes or little ones?
Oh, no, the regular, little like this, you know.
The standard ones.
Just the candied ones, yep.
Yeah.
The standard size.
I have a letter from Briella, who thanks you for the toys you brought last year and would like this year an LOL doll and Barbie dolls.
Okay, Briella.
Briella.
Briella, you're welcome for last year. And LOL and Barbie dolls this year. We'll see what we can do for you. Keep up the good work. Behave. Listen to mom and dad. Help out around the house. Do well in school.
Here's a letter from Stephanie. Stephanie thanks you for the clothes you brought. She loves them. She wants elves this year. And she wants to know if the elves help you make the presents or do the presents get made by the reindeer?
Oh no, the elves get made by the presents get made by the elves and they help me out and make them. And I'm glad you love the elves. I hope you don't want any of my elves for Christmas, but
You can't spare them.
I can't let them go.
She
We'll do
Well,
one more
she-
thing in the beginning, and she said.
she thanks you for the
Oh,
clothes you
And you're
brought.
welcome, and you're very welcome
She
for the
loves
clothes.
them.
I'm glad you loved them, and hopefully they fit, and I'm glad it worked out well.
She's appreciative.
Yes, she is.
Here's a letter from Jameson, who would like a Nintendo Switch and 300 giant Lego blocks and a giant soccer net.
Okay, Jameson, a giant soccer net, 300
Lego
blocks, and
Nintendo
Nintendo
Switch.
Switch. Well, we'll see what we can do for you. Got them on the list. Also have to check out supplies. Keep up the good work and listen to mom and dad.
Here's a letter from Bo. And Bo writes, I hope you remember me. If you don't, I'm Bo.
Hi, Ball. I do remember everybody. Sometimes it might take me a minute or two to catch back, but
Well, Bo writes that requests a Minecraft turtle stuffed animal.
okay, Ball, Minecraft turtle stuffed animal.
Yeah,
We'll see what we can do for you. And of course, I'll remember you.
that's good. Here's a letter from Carson. Carson says for Christmas, Carson's Christmas request is a remote control crane.
Crane or train?
Crane.
Crane. Okay, Carson, a remote control crane. I'm assuming you're going to want to build something with that.
Yeah.
So we'll see what we can do for you.
Carson also writes to ask, how is your farm? I didn't know you had a farm up there.
Well, the reindeer live out. People think that it's a farm because they're, out resting in the fields and
That
stuff in
makes
here.
sense.
So some of them think it's a farm out there, but I guess it could be.
Kind of
It
a
would-
ranch.
Yeah, to help keep the reindeer.
Is it a lot of work to keep the reindeer and feed?
Oh yeah, a lot of work, a lot of money, a lot of time. Got to keep them all. So
How do the reindeer fill their days out?
hopefully they rest most of the time until we're ready to use them. They'll play around out there and
Do they get exercise
Oh,
to
yeah.
build endurance?
yep, they'll go out and do their exercises and they'll go play and keep up so they have their energy.
Well, we have some more letters. These are all letters from Perry Central School second graders. And we have this one from Jackson, who requests a Nintendo Switch and asks you to please write back.
Okay, Jackson, a Nintendo Switch. We'll see what we can do. I try to write back when I can. I can't promise and guarantee that I will. Sometimes I get very busy and I don't have the time, but we'll try.
Here's a letter from Gemma. Can I have a purple bike?
Okay.
And also a toy LOL doll.
A purple bike and a toy LOL. Okay, Jenna, we'll see what we can do for you. Get your bike, you have to be careful, wear your helmet. Listen to the safety precautions. We just don't want you to get hurt. And you'll get good exercise.
Do you wear a helmet when you ride in the sleigh?
No, I don't. It won't fit over my hat.
Gemma also wants to know if the elves are busy and are you making lots of toys?
Yes, they're very busy making lots of toys and helping me get them wrapped and packed, ready to go. So,
Here's a letter from Fiona. Fiona wants a lot of big LOLs and also some white Oreo chocolate.
okay, Fiona, white Oreo chocolate. You're
And
gonna save a piece for me, I hope, or put it out, and some LOL dolls, huh?
yeah,
We'll see what we can do for you.
Fiona wants to know if you like the Lego house they have.
Yes, Fiona, I like the Lego house. It shows a lot of patience and creativity for somebody to build and do it. Instead of just playing a game on a computer, they're using their mind to work.
Here's a letter from Bristol. Bristol says that they've tried to be good and helps grandma clean the house. Bristol would like a mini locker and a mini brand.
A mini locker and a mini brand. Okay, Bristol, we can see what we can do. And it's nice to hear that you help and you try to be good. And it's nice that you help out your grandmother. I'm sure she appreciates it. Any help you give always helps.
I have a letter from Tori who asks for a Barbie and an LOL doll.
Okay, Tori, Barbie and a LOL doll. See what we can do for you. Keep up doing good in school, I hope. Help out mom and dad and keep behaving. See what we can do for you.
I have a letter from Rhett. Rhett writes that, thank you for the 240 crayons you brought. That was a lot of crayons.
Well, you're welcome.
And I really like the army guys you brought. Doesn't ask for anything new.
Well, you're welcome for the crayons and the army guys. I hope you must have been behaving, doing some stuff well. I'm sure Christmas comes around, you'll be finding something there.
I imagine he probably wants more crayons. He probably wore down the ones he got last year.
Might very well. We'll see what we can do for you, Rat.
Maybe some drawing paper too.
That could work.
Here's a letter from Yaxie. And Yaxie asks for a Baby Yoda toy and an LOL doll.
Okay, yeah, see, Baby Yoda and LOL dolls. We'll see what we can do.
Yaxie also asks, what do your elves look like?
They look lower, short guys compared to me. They wear their funny hats. just like you see.
Just like the
They're
pictures
just-
you see.
Yeah, just like the pictures you see.
Here's the very last letter we have. It's from Levi. And Levi says, I am good. Can I have more Mario toys and Ryan?
Okay, Levi, more Mario toys and Ryan. We'll see what we can do. It's nice to hear that you've been very good. Keep up the good work, and you'll never know. You'll just see them come Christmas morning.
Levi has another request. Wants to know if you could make COVID go away.
Levi, I wish I was that good. I would love to see it go away. We'll have to do our best. All the professionals are out there trying to do their best to come up with different things to stop it, but follow your guidelines that your people tell you.
Well, we got through all those letters of the Perry second graders. These were students of Diane Brown, Lindsay Gales, Jimmy Fahey, and Ruth Manchester. I'm going to stack these up, give them to you to file away.
Yep, I'll take them with me so I have them.
Want to thank you for coming in, Santa, taking time from your very busy schedule.
Yep, you're welcome.
Is
And
there anything you'd like to say to the boys
Sure.
and girls?
I'd like to say Merry Christmas to all of you. Keep well behaved, well mannered, do well in school, help your parents, get along with your friends, and wish you all the best of health and have a very good, happy holiday.
Well, I hope you have a happy holiday, Santa.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for coming in.
You're welcome.
This is Letchworth Cable Access. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Good night.